Pat Zelenka with the Pat Zelenka Show. I'm here today in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's November. It's a little chilly out here in Michigan, but that's okay. We're here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're here for the Ann Arbor Instrument Swap. This is the first one to be hosted by Sean Van Steelen, my good buddy. You'll hear from him later on in this video. And basically, Sean's a great promoter. He's a great friend, great DJ, great drummer. Just a great guy. He has his fingers in a lot of stuff. One of the things he's been really doing lately is he's been bringing back major guitar shows in the Lansing area. And he has really built this up from nothing. This started as a very small show, built up into a gigantic show, and Sean finally got the drive to say, or he got the chance to say, I should say, he's got the drive to set this up at Weber's. So as we pan our camera this way, we see Weber's Inn. Awesome place. If you haven't been here in Ann Arbor, definitely check it out. It's right off the highway. So I'm here with my beautiful wife, Barb. Say hello, Barb.
Hi.
Yeah, and Barb's here to put up with me for the day, but it's all good. It's all good because we're going to go inside. We're going to see some incredible instruments, I'm sure. And Sean's given this a go in Ann Arbor this year, and I can tell you, this place is already packed, and it just opened. So another successful show for Sean. Links to companies that you see in the video will be down below in the notes section, and I'll have links for my website, Sean's stuff, everything. So check it out. Yeah, go ahead, yeah. Nice. So tell me a little bit about that amp.
This amp is a kit from Mojo Electronics. I got it.
Yeah.
I found it on eBay.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. I got it fixed it up. I found this on eBay.
Yeah.
The cabinet and the speaker.
Nice.
So let's put them together.
Very, very cool. What's the name of your store or your company? Or
I'm
just you.
I'm just me.
That's all right. That's all right. I like that a lot, I think.
I play harmonica a lot when I'm with the band. I play harmonica mostly rather than guitar, so I'm always looking for little bitty amps that you can crank up all the way. And
yeah, and I like little tube amp combos, so stuff like this always catches my eye. How many watts is that?
It's about 5 watts.
Yeah.
It's one EL84 tube in it.
Great recording amp.
Oh yeah, that would be that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, you bet.
And we are here with the mighty, the legendary, the mythical Sean Van Steeland. Now, Sean put on the show we were at today in Ann Arbor. And Sean's been doing this for a while, like I talked about earlier. So we're going to let Sean do some talking, and I'm going to ask him a few questions, and I hope you dig it. So what got you started on the instrument swap?
Yeah, so we started about 8 years ago. Myself and another friend of mine, Mike, we decided we were going to start by just doing kind of a drum swap. We're big fans of the Chicago Drum Show. Want to throw a shout out to Rob Cook for his inspiration.
Oh, Rob's awesome. He is.
And we just thought it would be cool to do something here locally. So we did that for a couple years. We just had it as a drum swap. And then about 6 years ago, we decided we were going to turn it into a music instrument swap. And that's actually when Pat came to one of the first ones we did. A friend of ours, Carl at Sanctuary Spirits, was nice enough to let us have it there.
Over in Grand Ledge.
Yep, over in Grand Ledge, and we did it with about just 13 tables. 13 tables, and we had a really good time. We sold that out really quickly, and we're actually on our 4th location in Lansing, so that was all in Lansing. Yep, so we're at our 4th location in Lansing. The last show we had in Lansing, we had over 65 tables. And we were pretty excited about it.
It's a brilliant show.
Yeah.
Now you're having that again in May?
We're actually going to have that one in March. So that one's going to happen at the end of March. Yep, and we've got a website, which is musicinstrumentswap.com. And it has all the information for Lansing, and it has all the information for Ann Arbor as well. And it's been great. You know, for us, I mean, I love drums. That's what I do. I've bought and sold drums my whole life, and so I met a friend of mine. Through another friend, I met Mark, and so Mark, his thing is guitars, and that's what he does, is he buys and sells guitars and amplifiers. So the two of us together have worked well together for the last 3 years. So that's what we've been doing. And then Ann Arbor just came along. We've been doing Lansing for 8 years, and then we just decided it'd be nice to try it in another location. We figured Ann Arbor, there's not a lot of music stores in Ann Arbor, but there's a huge population, and there's a really good music scene in Ann Arbor. Yeah. So we thought it would be just a great place to do it. Weber's Inn, first time we'd ever been there, and they were spectacular.
Oh, beautiful place.
Yeah, yep. And that's what's really been nice with us is, I always tell people these events that we do, it's a team effort. It's us putting it on. It's the vendors. It's the people coming through the door. It's the hotels or the venues that we work with. I mean, it's just a great team effort.
Well, it was such a well laid out show, especially like the last Lansing show, where the flow of it.
Yeah.
And I have film of that here in the episode. Obviously, people have already seen that part, but what really strikes me is the consistency of the shows that you've been having.
Good.
But the Causeway Bay and the last Lansing show was amazing, but Weber's, they took the cake. That was great for Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
So what got you thinking about Ann Arbor? How did you end up?
Well, and with Ann Arbor, again, we've been looking at other cities to possibly do this, and we've thought about Kalamazoo, and there's a guy who already does one in Grand Rapids. But Ann Arbor, 15, 20 years ago, there used to be a real huge Ann Arbor guitar show.
Yes, there did.
Yep.
I remember. Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I was talking to that guy a little bit, and that's, got us kind of thinking about the idea of Ann Arbor. Plus, for us, being in Lansing, we're only about 45 minutes away, so it's not too far for us. Detroit, Gordy's got a wonderful guitar show over there.
Oh, yeah. All hail Gordy, because I've been going to that since it practically started.
Yeah. But for me, being a drummer, that's always kind of been my thing, is that there's a lot of guitar shows, but there's not very many places where you can see drums, and that's where Rob Cook and Chicago Drum Show, just really changed.
We were there this last year. It was incredible.
Yeah.
They had the guitar show, the Amigo show, and the drum show right next to each other.
Yeah.
Just such a great event, and I hated to leave, but we were both just worn out, weren't we, Barb?
We were worn out.
Yeah, I drove Barb right to the wall, but what a great show.
Well, and I'm like you. I spend, my weeks driving around, going to pawn shops, music stores. I love mom and pop music stores when I find them. But you could spend a whole day driving around, but that's what I love about these guitar shows or music instrument swaps, is in one location you can see as much as you'd have to drive around a week to go and see. And plus, for me, my whole life, and just like with you, it's that finding those little nuggets, finding those little treasures, is like, oh my God, look at this, I just found. And I love goofy stuff. If you looked at my collection, I've got some of the craziest pink BC Rich guitars.
Sure.
I've got, you know, just the goofiest things because I love that stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
Yeah, and it's just so nice, you know, to be able to do that. Plus, the other thing what I'm finding more and more is it's almost like a reunion for a lot of these guys. You know, like the last one I had in Ann Arbor, there was a lot of guys from Ann Arbor that hadn't seen each other in years.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
back in the day when we were all playing bars and there was a big bar club scene, you know, everybody would go out and see this guy play. But now those guys just aren't doing that anymore. So that's what we found with the swap meet was, you know, this is a chance for these guys to get together and kind of hang out and just kind of, you know, talk and catch up. And now it's going to be the real nice thing about the Lansing show. Lansing, they let us load in Saturday night. So we're going to load in Saturday night from 6 to 10.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what I found was a lot of these guys, they love doing the kind of dealer-to-dealer trades and things like that. So we did that when we moved it to Causeway Bay last year. We were able to do that on Saturday night. So that's something we're pretty excited about in Lansing is we've got that Saturday night loaded.
And what a great location for the Lansing show. I mean, I had not been in the Causeway Bay in a long time, and I was blown away by the room.
Yeah.
You know, it was just beautiful in there, and I plan on coming to the March show, of course, because I'm addicted to these things, and I'm going to film that too, I think, and include it in an episode. Yeah. So look for that. But yeah, no, it's just great because Michigan needs this so bad.
Yeah.
You know. And, you know, Ohio has some fantastic shows.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we need that up here. Because there's a huge playing community. Not just of guitar players, but, you know, drummers, bassists, singers, everything. And people love going to these shows.
Yeah.
And it's just really, not only is it a great social event, but it's also a place to pick up gear, meet a manufacturer, like Virtue Drums.
Sure, yeah.
You've been having there. Wow, what a great product line. So, but no, all around, it's just really impressive. And you have your fingers in so many pies.
Sure, yeah.
But it's impressive. I think you're a fantastic promoter.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, because it's such a professional show. Well, we thank Joe's Gizzard City in Potterville, Michigan for having us here today. If you haven't been to Joe's Gizzard City, don't be a fool. Come to Joe's. Incredible hamburgers, incredible everything, but deep fried chicken gizzards.
Yep, deep fried gizzards, they're delicious.
Salty goodness, salty goodness. All right, we'll see you next time. You ready?
I'm ready.
Well, you can have your beer out. Where's it going?
Well, we don't want to promote alcohol to the kids, you know.
Sure. No. All right. Set that over there. Everything look okay?
Yep.
You got good light.
Yeah, I was letting know I was going to be in here. You okay?
Yep, you're good.
Fix
All
it
right.
in post.
Sure.
That's it.
Always, yeah.
Go to studio,
So,
fix.
4, 3.
2.
No, you don't need to. I'm doing it so I can edit it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love these things.
I know. It's all right.
Well, no, Dave was doing LCC radio play, and that's what he was trying to get the audience to do. Like, okay, I'm gonna go 4, 3,
2.
but that was it. Then the audience keeps going. He's like, no, let's do it again.
You're still recording, right?
Yeah.
Don't stop it.
I'm not stopping
That'll
it.
appear at the end of the episode. He's like 4, 3. All right. 4, 3.